everybody, one more time, this is Nihala Gouhari with you. I've been asked a lot to explain the binomial theorem. So today, inshallah, I'm going to explain it. I hope it's going to be useful. So what's the binomial theorem and where do we use it? Sometimes we're given brackets raised to certain powers and we're asked to expand it or write it in the standard form and so on. So what do we do? Now, first of all, for instance, if I have x plus y raised to the power of 3, what does it mean? It means that I'm going to multiply the bracket by itself 3 times. When the power is 3, power 4, power 5, okay, we can do this. It might take a lot of time, but we can do it. Now, what if the power is 7 or 11 and so on? It's going to be so hard for us. So what do? We use the binomial theorem. What is the binomial theorem? First of all, we're going to identify the values of Pascal's triangle according to the powers that we have. So we have power 3. Using our calculator, we're just going to find the value of 3C0, 3C1, 3C2, 3C3. Keep them aside. So I'm going to use the calculator to find these values. Then what do? I'm going to take the first term raised to this power. So it's x power 3. Then I will take y, the second term, raised to the power 0. What do I do next? The first term, I decrease its power. The second term, I add its power. So for instance, this was x power 3 minus 1, it will be x power 2. What about y? It was power 0, I will add 1. So I'm doing the opposite. X has the powers in a descending order, while y has the powers in an ascending order. Now let's continue. X was power 2, now minus 1, so it will be x power 1. Now y was power 1, it will be y power 2. And then what happens? Let's continue. I will have x power 0 and then y power 3. So I have the power from the descending order for the first term. So 3, 2, 1, 0. What about the second term? The opposite. It was 0, 1, 2, 3. Now what do I do next? I will just write these coefficients here. So this is 1, 3, 3, 1 in the same order. Now what do I do next? I simplify. So what is 1 times x to the power of 3 times y to the power of 0? Y to the power of 0 is 1, so what is left here? X to the power 3 plus 3x squared y plus 3x y squared plus x to the power of 0 is 1, 1 times 1 is 1 times y power 3 is y power 3. And that's the expanded form. One more time, let me sum up. So what do? We just get the first term, descending order of power. So 3, 2, 1, 0. What about the second term? Ascending order of power. So 0, 1, 2, 3. Then what do? We take these coefficients, put them in order. So 1, 3, 3, 1. Then we simplify. Let's continue with another example. This time, I'm going to give a different power, let's say power 4. And what we're going to do, we're going to have variables and numbers. So let's see. Let me first erase this. And then we're going to see our example. Okay, so for instance, let's say my second example is like that. X minus 2 to the power of 4. So this time I'm going to use the binomial theorem. Now my power is 4. What are the coefficients that I'm going to get on the calculator? 4C0, 4C1, 4C2, 4C3, 4C4. I'm going to find that the values are 1 here, 4, then 6. These are the values using the calculator. Now what do? The first term raised to this power. So x power 4. What about negative 2 to the power 0? Plus x will be raised to the power 3. Negative 2 will be raised to the power 1. Plus. Now what do I have? X will be to the power 2. Negative 2 to the power 2. Next, what do I have? X will be raised to the power 1. Negative 2 will be raised to the power 1. 2 plus 1, which is what? 3 plus x will be to the power 0, negative 2 will be to the power 4. Now what is left? I'm going to put my coefficients. So I will have here 1, 4, 6, 4, 1. Now what's the next step? I'm just going to simplify. We're going to take our time, nothing to make us rush. So negative 2 to the power of 0, anything raised to the power of 0 is 1. 1 times 1 is 1, so I will have x power 4. Negative 2 to the power of 1 is negative 2. Now negative 2 times 4, that is negative 8x cubed. Negative 2 to the power 2, that is a 4. 4 times 6 is a 24. X squared. Now, negative 2 to the power 3, that is negative 8. Negative 8 times 4, that is negative 32x. And then the last term, x to the power of 0, that's 1. 1 times 1, that's 1, times negative 2 to the power of 4, that is positive 16. And that is my final simplified, expanded form, as simple as that. Let me sum up the whole binomial theorem one more time. You're just going to look at your power. Get the Pascal terms values using the calculator. Now I'm going to take the first term in a descending order of powers, the second term in an ascending order of powers. Then I'm going to take the coefficients, put them as they are in the same exact order. At the end, I'm going to simplify. I hope this video was helpful for you. Inshallah, whenever you have anything else you want me to explain, just send me anytime. And see you next time, inshallah. Bye-bye.